I'm about to share a story that highlights the true secular nature of Indian armed forces. It shows how our traditions strengthen us in defending our sovereignty of our beloved country, that is Bharat. These aren't just military stories, they are stories of human spirit, human faith that goes beyond the borders, and brotherhood that is at the heart of our armed forces. This is the story that took place in an air defense firing range in an air defense unit at Pokhran when they were there for the air defense firing. Well, we uphold a cherished tradition in the army, that is, before starting each day's firing, we perform a puja, a heartfelt prayer asking for divine blessing to ensure the safety and the success of our operational practice that we want to do. It's more than a just ritual, it's a meaningful way of us to acknowledge that there are forces which are beyond our control and guiding us and protecting us. And after the first day of firing, the unit's Panditji, a professional religious teacher, received an urgent message that there was a family emergency and he had to rush back to his home on leave immediately. This created a problem. According to our customs, the next day's firing could not commence without the morning puja. And who would perform the puja? Because Panditji is gone for some emergency at home. So he's on leave. So that evening, during the dinner in the field mess, where all officers sitting there with the commanding officer, the adjutant of the unit briefed the commanding officer that tomorrow we will not have Panditji to perform the puja. So how will we do about our firing next day? Obviously, this was a very serious thing. So CEO asked a very simple question. Who will be the replacement? Who can do the puja in place of Panditji? The adjutant, thinking conveniently, began suggesting names of a lot of Jawans who were probably Brahmins by caste. But the CEO, who himself was a Brahmin, raised his hand to stop him mid-sentence. He said, no. The puja will not be performed by any Jawan who is a Brahmin. But what he said next was a stark reminder to all Indians. In the Indian Army, he declared, every soldier, regardless of his personal religion or caste, at home can perform puja with equal devotion. Equal devotion that God will listen. God of all hues, Allah, Bhagavan, God, Vaheguru, anybody, Bhagavan will listen from anybody. So he says what matters is not that the accident of birth that you are in a particular religion, but the sincerity of faith. So he paused and looked around in the mess and asked, tell me, who among our men is the most religious man? Who is the most devout to God, Allah, Bhagavan, Vaheguru, or any other God if he practices? Who is the one who demonstrates unwavering faith in our daily life? Without hesitation, Adjutant replied, sir, last night Muhammad Yusuf, sir. Well, a Muslim. He never misses his 5 daily prayers, regardless of duty or circumstances. He is a devout Muslim who believes in Allah, who believes in faith, who believes sincerely is for God of all hues. CEO nodded approvingly and said, perfect. Tomorrow the firing will be, puja will be, before the firing will be carried out by Lance Naik Yusuf Muhammad and he'll perform tomorrow's puja. And ladies and gentlemen, the next morning something extraordinary happened. Lance Naik Muhammad Yunus, a devout Muslim who had never performed a Hindu ritual before in his life, conducted the puja with full sincerity and devotion that it moved every person present over there. His full faith transcended religious boundaries. It was a pure, universal devotion to the divine. The singing of bhajan was done by another Naik, Ali Muhammad Khan. And the firing practice that day was not just successful, it was a blessed one. It achieved extraordinary results, which were lauded all over. And that day we learned a lesson that goes to the heart of what makes our armed forces special. The true faith recognizes no barriers of religion or caste. That puja performed by a Muslim on the firing range ensured that unit gets laurel. Everybody was convinced that this was a sincere puja by a devout person who has full faith in God. And that is why God listened to him. Allah listened to him. Bhagwan listened to him.
Please like and subscribe.